Hi, my name is Jackie Pearson and I am a curate at Bewley and Boreham, and I'm just starting my second year of curacy.
And my name's Andy, and among other things, I'm the CMD advisor for the Bradwell area. And this is one of a series of 4 short videos suggesting 4 ways that you could helpfully see your time as a new minister in the Diocese of Chelmsford. So these are things that we'd usually be saying face to face at a training day for new curates.
In this video, we want to suggest that your job over the next few years is to learn skills, to be formed in dispositions, and to gain understanding. First of all, skills. Your job is to gain the skills appropriate to an incumbent, an associate, or pioneer.
If you've looked at the formation criteria of the Church of England, you'll know there are many skills that we're asking you to learn. From presiding at the Eucharist, to supervising others, to leading assemblies in schools, to engaging with other faiths, and so on and so on. At various points over the course of your curacy, you'll be asked to step back and check which skills you've learned and which are still to be gained. And can I make a really important point for those of you that are ministers in secular employment? Do please feel free to include appraisals and your account of the skills that you're learning in the workplace, because that's where the majority of your ministry is taking place. And that's not in any way irrelevant to this process that Jackie and I are talking about today. So first, there are skills.
And second, there are dispositions. So your job is to be formed in the dispositions appropriate to a disciple of Jesus, a deacon, and a priest. So about dispositions, the Church of England says this: dispositions are habits and values related to character development, discerned relationally and developed through a combination of learning, experience, reflection, and prayer. They are the soul's characteristic response to the call of God and the cries of others. The soul's characteristic response to the call of God and the cries of others, which I think is rather beautiful. So if the way I react to criticism is to get all defensive, or the way I react to failure is to not want to try again, then these might be issues with my disposition.
I guess dispositions, we could say character, but maybe by using the word dispositions, the Church of England is indicating that these things go deeper than what we sometimes call character, right down into the second nature that God is drawing us into. And Jackie's given some negative examples. To put it more positively, if the way that you react to someone who is different from you is generous and unprejudiced, or if the way that you react to a challenge is to embrace it with appropriate planning and safeguards and accountability and courage, then that's a matter of your dispositions too. Developing dispositions doesn't happen through essays or tick lists. It happens through rhythms of prayer and through trust and through loving community. So we give a great deal of attention to making sure those are part of your curacy.
And finally, there is understanding. Your job as a curate is to grow in understanding. So basically, the reading of theology books doesn't stop now that you have left college. The good news is that you are free to read what it is that feeds you. Andy is not going to tell you what to read, but read where your passion takes you. Read those books you have wanted to read throughout college and have not had time to. Read what is life-giving to you. Don't let your reading be confined to the how-to books of how to read or how to understand church law or how to lead the perfect church assembly. Those are important topics, but let your reading reach to what will open your heart to God, to the world, and to those around you.
Thank you so much for listening. And once again, welcome to the Diocese of Chelmsford.